said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. The quick out. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Hauls it in. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that.
Heading to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Makes a man miss. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to fire to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep down the right side.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the running back from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back. Moving away from pressure. On target. Now the connection takes it to the 11. One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Keeps looking downfield. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Returners only get so many chances in a game. You really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. He's at the... and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
They'll send the back in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the back. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Let's go! Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Gives it on the option. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Austin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. Now improvising. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. To the air on first down. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Austin. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. On the run, still looking. He's got an open man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Out of bounds at the 40. And quite a return to set up the offense here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Runs through the tackle.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Zings it complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
First down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Finds a little space. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. And he's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Got a man in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Complete to the left. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front.
Touchdown, Stanford! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They are up by 7 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
For the offense.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He got the toe down. That's going to look spectacular on his social media, but not so much for the down and distance after he loses yardage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. And the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Coming out with it, it's Austin. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This time it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Got the quick pass. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Stanford quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Dumps it to the back. This time it's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Makes the grab. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
On 1st down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Might be looking to run. Sails one into the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Gets the back moving. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Quick strike complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Austin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Ripping through the defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's dragged down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Hard running there. Turning it on. Inside the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You know, it's so unique to find quarterbacks that have these types of moves in the open field. You oftentimes find guys that can run very quickly straight line, but how about the shiftiness of this quarterback and the ability to make people miss? That's impressive.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Austin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
He'll take the deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Trying to take it back. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got